So this next part is going to be talking about navigating around Viewport and just some of the controls that you need to use while using the Viewport. It can be a little different than what you might be used to. So let's get... So this is our Viewport, right? And as you can see, I can use my mouse to interact with the Viewport. Now if I click and hold the left mouse button and I scroll up, that moves me forward in the window. And if I scroll down, it moves me backwards in the window. And you notice I didn't go up and down, it's like even though my mouse is going up and down, I'm going backwards and forwards. If I want, I could use the right mouse button and just push that down, and I can change my camera, not my location, but my camera, to any way I want to see the camera. And so now if I do that and I scroll down, you'll notice that I'm still staying at the same level, but I'm going back and forth while I look down at the screen. Now, so I can use my right mouse to go back. If I put both left and right mouse down at the same time, that lets me pan. And so this will let me kind of, but what I mean by pan is like kind of strafing left and right and up and down. So that helps me go up and down in the thing. So if I'm go down and then I want to like go up and down on the screen, so that gets me a little more in here and showing the navigating around the screen. You could also use your the middle button as a scroll to zoom in and out. So just if you push and hold the middle button, it also acts the same way as holding the left and right button. That lets you pan going around the room. And the scroll button helps you zooming in and out. You can also use your keyboard with the WASD and in conjunction with the mouse. So if you've played any computer video games, most of you will know about WASD, but for those of you who've not, that's okay. So it's kind of like doing the same as your arrow keys. If you look at the arrow keys on the right side of your keyboard, the up, down, left, and right, that's the same with WASD. So W is forward or up, S is down or backwards, A is left, D is right. And then again, you still use the middle mouse button to pan. And then I talked about the scroll wheel. So that's the main thing about navigating around the Viewport. You might also notice that there is a play button here. And what this lets you do is actually play the game or execute what's going on. So if I push that, you're going to see I'm going to be able to use my WASD and my mouse, and I could shoot and play around and move around in this game environment. And so just like you would, and if you notice, I don't have my mouse button anymore. So if you get into this and you're playing and you want to get out, you just simply hit the escape key, and that will get you back into just the Viewport playing. So again, hit play to go in. You can go around and maneuver around the room, and you hit escape to get out. And you'll notice that I always end up back, like if I hit play again, I always start in the same spot. Like if I move over here and I move things around, like right, I'll move this block around the room, right? I did that, and then if I hit escape and hit play again, the block has been put back into the same spot it was when I started. And that's because everything's always reset to the starter level of what you are. So you're always put back on the same spot, and you're always and everything's always reset. You might see this object in your field of play. What this object is with the little controller and the little flag, that is where the start player is going to be at when they play the game. The thing I forgot to mention was the Alt key. So you know how I said you could use the mouse, like I can use the right mouse, click to move the camera. I could use the left, scrolling up and down to go forward and backwards. Well, I can use the Alt key as well to help with the whole navigation, and that will help me pan and do other things. So that is the basics of just getting around the viewport and being able to navigate around that. I suggest that you play around with it and experiment with it a little bit and just see how it all goes. It will take some getting used to.